So Pathways to Permanency is a foster care program that serves young people that are part of the foster care system. And some of the services that we provide are really tailoring the support that we can provide to the youth based on their needs, which can include their mental health needs, their visitation needs, and also just their behavioral needs as well. And so we also are able to tailor that along with their permanency plan to the family that we can place that child with. And so the various types of permanency outcomes that we support can be reunification, which is typically our best outcome. We want families to reunify with their children. Guardianship, which is a level of permanency where a foster family can have a youth, they can become their legal guardian. And of course, adoption. A lot of families that choose to foster to adopt, it really gives them that ability to better understand the child and have this journey to ultimately adoption, which is also another great outcome of permanency. We also support a lot of families who are supporting kinship, which is basically a family member who has been identified by the youth's biological family that is willing to provide a youth with placement and hopefully permanency as well. I have continued to work with the youth who I've been working with for close to 2 years. This is a youth who was placed with us 2 years ago, who had experienced multiple placement changes within, I believe, the previous 5 years that they were in foster care. I believe approximately 16 foster homes within a 5-year span. And this is a youth who had very intense behavioral needs. And another program that we support, which is, it kind of speaks to this type of youth, is the intensive services foster care, which is basically, we have families that are certified to really support youth that have these very intense behavioral needs. And so one of our resource families took placement of this child who is now 14. And we had a lot of behavioral challenges. So we had a very strong mental health team. We also have, along with the social workers that support our youth, we also have our family support counselors that work intensely with the youth and the family to really stabilize, support, and the youth and the placement as well. And so it becomes this entire team of individuals who are working together collaboratively to really stabilize and support a youth. So in this particular situation, we had a lot of challenges. And so, really being able to come up with a plan at every meeting. We often have what we call child family team meetings. We would have a lot of those. And so we would talk constantly about the things that we can do to better support the youth. Along with the other needs that came up, such as school. School was another very difficult piece for this youth. And so we've come to a point where this family is moving towards adoption. And I will say in the past 2 years, I've seen this child develop and grow into just, a more stable, a more productive young person. This is a child who was also significantly underweight when they were first placed, and now I would say that's probably one of my favorite things to see in a youth, and in this particular youth, was that I've seen her just develop into this, amazing, smart, beautiful young adult that's just ready to take on the world. So that's one example that really stands out to me about the work that I've done and participated in Pathways to Permanency. What keeps me coming to work at Stanford Sierra Youth and Families is it's the community. I love that we, as a community, have taken this sort of oath and taken on this responsibility that every child that is, within the community that we live in is so important, that we all have this connection to want to do better and to want to create change in the young people that we serve. And so it makes me very proud to say that I'm part of that, because I think that if we just change the way we approach, the challenges that we face within our communities, I think that together we can create and contribute to that bigger difference that our children really need. Because I don't think this is about, my child or someone else's child. It's our children. That's what really resonates with me about working for this agency and just being a part of the work that we do.